Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Ethereum is still forming this ascending triangle pattern in the shorter term, while Bitcoin is still retesting this previous area of resistance. But while this is happening, Bitcoin could be forming a new pattern in the short term, which could change everything. So I'll be talking about that in just a moment. Definitely stick around. First of all, just giving you a really quick update here on the weekly Bitcoin chart. And once again, right now, the price of Bitcoin is still running into this major area of resistance, sitting in between around 36,000 to 38,000. And obviously here on the weekly time frame, we have not yet confirmed the breakout above this resistance because we have not yet seen a weekly candle close confirm above 38,000. And so at least for now, of course, that is still the resistance to pay attention to, but we do have higher levels of resistance in case we do end up seeing a breakout to the upside. And obviously in terms of the larger trend at play on the weekly time frame, once again we are still within a larger bullish trend, forming significant higher lows and higher highs here on the weekly time frame, despite what happens in the short term. But anyway, zooming into the daily Bitcoin chart, and obviously we still have that previous bearish divergence, and we're still seeing higher highs in the price and lower highs in the RSI. And so once again, this is basically telling us that this short-term bullish trend here on the daily time frame is basically losing momentum just in the imminent short term here, because for example, roughly around 1 month ago, obviously we had extreme bullish momentum, a lot of bullish momentum as we broke through this strong resistance, and of course the RSI and price oscillators overall were trending very much in the bullish direction. But over the last few weeks or so, of course, we have seen the price oscillators cool off, which technically can give us some more room to the upside in the short term. But ultimately, with the price oscillators trending to the downside, basically cooling off, once again, this means at least in the imminent short term, we're lacking that high momentum that we saw around a month ago. But once again, even though we might be lacking some bullish momentum as of right now, obviously we have not yet actually confirmed a bearish trend reversal. So in terms of the trend here in the price structure, obviously we're still looking more bullish than bearish. And this is also due to the fact that the DXY over the last couple of months has obviously been crashing, as I've been talking about almost every day here on the channel. And now obviously over the last 1 day or so, we have seen a slight bounce in the DXY, but so far this isn't really enough confirmation to actually confirm a bullish reversal in the DXY, because obviously over the last couple of months, we have seen multiple short-term bounces in the DXY during this larger pullback, just like how in this previous pump in the DXY, we have very short-term pullbacks along the way. But obviously I will be keeping a close eye on the DXY in case this small bounce turns into a larger bounce or into a bullish reversal. And of course, if that begins to play out, I'll make sure to let you know about it here in these videos on this channel. So make sure you subscribe to this channel with notifications turned on so that you don't miss out on these important updates. And in case you're new to this channel, all you need to know about this DXY is if the DXY is bearish, that is usually bullish for Bitcoin, and vice versa. If the DXY is bullish, that is usually bearish for Bitcoin. But when I'm talking about bullish and bearish for Bitcoin, I'm talking about these short-term bullish and bearish trends here on the daily time frame. So not 100% bullish price action, because obviously we can still see short-term pullbacks during a bullish trend in the price of Bitcoin, just like how we can see small pumps here and there in the price of Bitcoin during a short-term bearish trend. But once again, right now, it's clear that the price of Bitcoin is still in a bullish price structure here on the 8-hour time frame. Obviously, we're still in this ascending parallel channel, forming higher lows and higher highs. And right now, this ascending line of support is sitting at approximately 36.4k to 36.5k, and this line of resistance is sitting at around 39,000. And if you're zooming into the 6-hour Bitcoin chart, we can see that the price of Bitcoin over the last 1 to 2 days obviously experienced an initial breakout above 38,000 with a few candle closes just above 38,000 here on the 6-hour time frame. And then once again, over the last 1 to 2 days, we have now seen a retest and are still seeing this retest play out in the price of Bitcoin, basically retesting this previous resistance to potentially flip it into new support. And so for the bulls out there, for this breakout to the upside, what we need to see is this retest confirm with a bounce now in the price of Bitcoin, holding this area as support and ideally bouncing above these wick highs just here and this wick high just here, which is sitting at around 38.4k approximately. Because obviously if the price of Bitcoin bounces at this area, that confirms previous resistance has flipped into new support, it also confirms a new higher low in the short term. And obviously, if the price goes on to break above 38.4k approximately, that would be breaking into a new local higher high. And so in that bullish scenario, if that continues to play out with a bounce here in the short term, then looking at the technical price target for this pattern, that sets up a technical price target for this ascending triangle pattern at approximately $41,000. And so from the point of the breakout, which is around the current price of Bitcoin as of recording this video, to that technical price target, that's roughly around an 8% move to the upside. But of course, there's always a short-term bearish scenario, and the point of invalidation, the bearish scenario, would begin playing out if we see a confirmed break back below around 37.6k approximately. And so basically, we would need to see candle closes back below that level, and especially if we flip that level into new resistance again with a rejection like that, then obviously that would invalidate the breakout to the upside, and that would be the short-term bearish scenario, likely sending the price of Bitcoin at least to this low at around 36.8 to 36.9k, but also likely towards this line of support sitting at around 36.5k. And so basically right now is a critical moment for the price of Bitcoin, at least in the short term here. And if we end up invalidating the breakout to the upside by seeing a confirmed break back below around 37.6k, then in that short-term bearish scenario, we could potentially continue to form this new pattern on the 4-hour time frame, which is of course a rising wedge pattern. And typically a rising wedge pattern is a bearish pattern because statistically speaking, it breaks to the downside roughly 2/3 of the time and breaks to the upside roughly 1/3 of the time. And so obviously it is not impossible to see a bullish breakout from a bearish rising wedge pattern. That is not impossible, but that is just the less likely scenario. And so that is why I was saying if we see a confirmed break back below around 37.6k to invalidate this bullish breakout on the 6-hour time frame, then that could potentially help to continue to form this rising wedge pattern with this support line sitting at around 37.2k approximately, and this line of resistance sitting at around 38.6k. And so obviously for the bulls out there, we would need to see a confirmed breakout above 38.6k in order to get rid of this rising wedge and continue with that short-term bullish scenario with this ascending triangle pattern. But for the Bitcoin bears out there, you'll be hoping for a break below around 37.6k with confirmation to invalidate this bullish breakout and continue forming this bearish pattern. But the technical price target to the downside for this rising wedge pattern would only come into play if we first see a confirmed break below this line of support, which is sitting at around, once again, 37.2k. And there's two ways to measure a technical price target for a rising wedge. We can take a look at the price target this way, and that sets up a price target at approximately 34.3 to 34.4k, or we can simply look at the bottom of the rising wedge pattern, which if you're looking at this candle wick low, that's sitting at around 34.6k approximately. And so essentially, if we see a confirmed break to the downside below that ascending line of support, then that could set up a technical price target roughly around 34,500. And if you want to know where you can trade these moves in the price of Bitcoin, whether we are bullish or bearish, you can make money in either direction if you have an account on an exchange like Bybit or Bitflex. Because on both Bybit and Bitflex, you can long and short the price of Bitcoin, which means you can maximize your profits to the upside or to the downside. And as always, I'll make sure to leave a link to Bybit in the description down below and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link to make a Bybit account, simply deposit on that account and you can get up to a $30,000 deposit bonus, but only if you use that link down below this video. But unfortunately, due to regulations around the world, there's some countries where you may not be able to access Bybit in. And so if that's the case, there is also Bitflex, which is another crypto exchange similar to Bybit, but you don't need KYC with Bitflex. And I'll make sure to leave a link to Bitflex in the description down below and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link to make a Bitflex account, simply deposit $100 worth of crypto or more and make one trade over on Bitflex, and that can get you 10 USDT completely for free, which you can actually withdraw. So it's basically a 10% return on a $100 deposit. And so if you're trading crypto anyway, or if you're about to trade crypto on a coming move in the charts, then make sure to check out those links down below this video for those extra bonuses. But anyway, taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map once again, and what we can see is a lot of short positions have been opened up just recently, because as we can see right here, there are a lot of liquidations, a lot of liquidity sitting right at around 38.5k to 38.7k. And in fact, in that small price range, once again, in between 38.5k to 38.7k, there's over $1 billion worth of short positions that could could be liquidated if the price of Bitcoin gets to those prices right there. And so due to the fact that there's a lot of liquidity just above the current price, it is somewhat likely that the price of Bitcoin could perhaps revisit around 38,500 sometime soon, simply to liquidate those positions. And as for the downside, we do have a small amount of liquidity at around 36.6k to 36.7k, but obviously that's not as much liquidity compared to around 38,500. But anyway, getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this is on the weekly time frame, and right now the price of ETH is still running into this major area of resistance, once again sitting in between around $2,000 to $2,150. And so of course this means the price of ETH is still forming this massive ascending triangle pattern, which is technically a bullish pattern, but obviously we have not yet confirmed the pattern because we have not yet confirmed a breakout above resistance or below support. We are still forming the pattern, at least as of right now. But anyway, taking a look at the daily time frame, and of course we're still somewhat lacking momentum, at least in the short term, due to the price oscillators right now showing very little momentum, similar to on the Bitcoin chart on the daily time frame. And so essentially this means just in the short term, as I've also been saying over the last couple of weeks, this means in the short term we're due to see mostly some choppy sideways price action, which obviously over the last couple of weeks has been exactly playing out as expected. And as for support and resistance, obviously we still have this area of resistance based on these local highs and this high all the way back here, sitting in between around 2120 to 2150. So 2150 or 2150 is still the level to break. And as for short-term support, we still have support at around 1990 to 2000 approximately, but if we see a break back below around 1990, then in that case we have more support at around 1.9k and even more support again at around 1830. And now if you're zooming into the 8-hour ETH to US dollar chart, obviously just in the short term here, the price of ETH is still forming this ascending triangle pattern, which is technically a bullish pattern because unlike a rising wedge pattern where it's more likely to break to the downside, an ascending triangle pattern is actually more likely to break out to the upside, but it's not impossible to see a breakout to the downside. That's just the less likely scenario. And as for support and resistance, of course, this line of support is still sitting at around $2,000 approximately, and this line of resistance is also still sitting at around 2120. So at least for now, while the price is in between that support and that resistance, we're looking relatively neutral in the short term, once again lacking momentum, basically chopping around sideways. But believe it or not, you can make a lot of money very easily in choppy sideways price action just like this. And if you want to know how to do that, then stick around to the end of this video to find out more. But first, taking another look at the technical price targets for this pattern, if we see a confirmed breakout above that line of resistance, then that would set up a technical price target at roughly around 2430. And so from the point of the breakout to that price target, that's around a 14% move to the upside. But on the flip side, if we see a confirmed break below that line of support, then that would set up a technical price target to the downside at roughly around 1740 to 1750 approximately, which from the point of the break to the price target would be around a 12 to 13% move to the downside. And once again, for the traders out there, we can make money no matter what direction the price breaks, as long as we confirm a break of either support or resistance. Once again, we can use things like long positions to the upside or short positions to the downside to profit no matter what direction the price goes. And just giving you a quick update here on the 4-hour Solana to US dollar chart, right now we do have this short-term resistance the price is running into, sitting in between around $61 to $62. But if we see a confirmed breakout back above around $62, so back above this previous high, then we could likely see the price of Solana return back up towards around $66 to $68, which in that range is the next area of resistance. And as for short-term support, we have just recently found some support here at this previous resistance, which is sitting in between around $58.70 going up towards around $59.30. But if we see a confirmed break back below around $58.70 approximately, then in that case, the next short-term support would be sitting at around $56, and below that, we have more support at around $54. And obviously, due to the fact that we have seen this further bounce to the upside over the last couple of days, we have now avoided the formation of this previous potential head and shoulders pattern. And so right now, the price of Solana is back in bullish price structure here in the short term, looking more bullish than bearish because we are back in higher lows and higher highs here in the short term. But once again, you can make money no matter matter what direction the price takes, whether we are bullish, bearish, or simply chopping around it sideways, you can make money in either of those scenarios by watching these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how to make money if the price is bullish or bearish using AI, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video.